The Ontario Minor Hockey Association really is the governing body of hockey across the province. So we really kind of oversee all hockey operations for our 22 leagues, our 215 minor hockey associations, and then really kind of all of the hockey families within that. So within kind of that 80,000 player range, we really oversee anything that goes on with hockey within the province. One thing is we really are trying to break the myth of hockey being kind of an unattainable or very expensive sport. We're really working through to understand that hockey is a longer season, but obviously Canadian winters are longer, so kids are ideally on the ice more. Most kids are on the ice at least twice a week, so we're really trying to break down the cost per session to really show that hockey isn't necessarily as expensive, or the myth out there that hockey is an extremely expensive sport just because of the longevity of the season. Now, with that being said, I think the overwhelming stress that comes with this is the equipment side of the sport. You can go and buy a basketball and be a basketball player. You can grab a soccer ball and some cleats and be a soccer player. Where here, there is a little bit more head to toe that you need to do. And that's really the emphasis of these equipment assist programs. We wanted to, really it's a twofold program. We wanted to assist our associations in providing them equipment that they could use to attract new players and new hockey families to the game. And then again, within those players and those families, break down the barrier, not only of cost, that they could try the sport without having to go out and buy all of the equipment, but really also break down that overwhelming feeling of stress of maybe not knowing what to buy. Maybe they're a new Canadian, maybe they didn't grow up playing hockey, where it can be quite overwhelming of knowing, well, what do I need? Shoulder pads, shin pads, skates, there is a lot to it. And I think what these programs have done is trying to really break down that barrier and bring new hockey families into our sport to at least give it a try before they go and make that investment into the equipment, and knowing that their child actually does enjoy the game of hockey and wants to be a hockey player. When we initially started this, my initial thought was, let's provide smaller communities that may struggle a little bit more to get gear or to get loans of new equipment. But what we have found is there's a need across the board, whether you're a small association or a larger association with a bigger membership. Everybody is looking for kind of that new set of goalie equipment where they can throw out the equipment that was maybe 5-10 years old and doesn't maybe make sense anymore. So one is, our goal is to really spread this out amongst Ontario. We want to find the smaller kind of rural markets, the bigger city markets, really spread it out across the province and really allow everybody to experience this program. What I would suggest is, if you do have equipment, before just throwing it out or recycling it, call up your local association, see if they have a need for it, because we know, I'm a hockey parent myself. My 5-year-old is going to grow out of equipment by next year. That equipment's still very well put together, clean. Somebody else is going to be able to use that next year. So I think if associations can continue to do that, really push their membership to kind of donate that equipment back, do an equipment drive. Again, it just helps break down the barrier of getting new kids into our sport without that initial cost barrier that may come with purchasing all of the equipment. So that's what I would suggest. And again, as long as we can continue to offer these programs and get more kids in the game, we are certainly going to do so.